Hello, this is Myra Elaine from the Buying Space channel. Today I'm doing an unboxing from Paul Antonelli. It's been a minute since I bought from Paul, but his invoicing is very efficient and his shipping is very efficient. I think this said at the post office longer than it took it to ship it. So let's see if I can get this. I've started to cut down from the top to the bottom with the boxes sideways, because that way there's no chance of cutting myself. Lots of bubble wrap in here. This has 4 items in it, as I recall. Let's see. Checking the box real good. Okay, I'm going to put this special item to the side. The first item is a menorah. My daughter and I had one of these years ago, and we'd used it, and we'd celebrated Hanukkah. Of course, you know, we wouldn't celebrate Hanukkah like Jewish people would. But we would celebrate, we'd have like one Hanukkah style dinner. We researched recipes and what the traditions were for the Jews, but we didn't have, you know, like the full 8-day celebration, although we would light the candle every night. You see there's a Star of David on this. And here are the candles. It's 44 candles, because you relight each candle every night. So the first night you'd have 2 candles burning. The lighter candle and the first night candle, which that would be 2 candles. And then the second night, you'd have 2 candles to light and the lighter candle. So that's 3 candles, and the progression would go on and on until you reach the 8th day, and that you need 48 candles to go through that process. And there was Hanukkah wrapping paper included in the lot, and this is 50 square feet. I didn't realize that this Hanukkah wrapping paper was so big. It's 8 sheets with 3 designs, and I did not know that it was going to be this much Hanukkah wrapping paper. So evidently we're going to do 8 nights. My daughter loves that movie, 8 Crazy Nights. And Paul sent, here's a thank you envelope, which is unusual, because we usually have just like a thank you note when we buy lots. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we got some channel merch. There's Paul and Susanna. Oh, and he's got Des on there, and Julie. So it's the brunch bunch. Oh, I love that. Rants, raves, and reviews. And here's a little sticker with Paul. This is his Funko Pop version of Paul. I did my Funko Pop version. I need to find that. I've got it in a file somewhere. Oh, and that's a refrigerator magnet. This is a sticker with the brunch bunch, and this is a refrigerator magnet. And here's his business card with his Funko Pop self. Very nice, professional business card. and he sent a Star Wars card. Revenge of the Sith. Very cool. And a Clone Wars card. Which has nothing to do with the rest of the lot. The Star Wars stuff is cool, but doesn't follow the theme of this lot. This is a Hebrew lot. And what sold me on this Hebrew lot, I mean, it's nice to have a menorah again. And we will light the candles this Hanukkah in 2021. But this is what the reason I bought the lot. I don't know if you can see the embossing on this book. This book is old and it has a lot of damage, but it's special. It is a Torah, which the Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible. And this Torah was a gift for someone's bar mitzvah. Now it's arranged Hebrew. It's got Hebrew on one side and English on the other. And Hebrew is read left to right, and the books are like manga. They're backwards. See if I can find. Yeah, see here, this is very delicate. It's very old. And there is, if you can see that well, that is the title page. And it's in the back of the book. The 5 books of Moses, with various prayers, new edition revised by Dr. M. Stern, Star Hebrew Book Company on Canal Street in New York. Doesn't have a year in it that I see. It immediately goes into Genesis. They've tried to repair this book, but I want to read the inscription. Paul read it at his auction, but I also wish to read it because not everybody that will view this video will have been at Paul's auction. To all whom will read this will gain the pearls of wisdom of this world. Through alone controls this world, but the heart is the best of them all. The fine books of Moses was given to me by my beloved Aunt Clara in the year of January 20th, 1935, whom will always live in my memory as the best of all women of this world. So his Aunt Clara gave this book to him. When a man finds a good woman, he has the whole world in his hands. I was fortunate to have had the pleasure of being in her presence. I will never forget what she has taught me. Faith can move mountains. Torah worship and loving kindness is our way of life. Everything turns out for the best. From Mandy. And then it also says, the only gift that remains eternal from my bar mitzvah. So his Aunt Clara gave him this Torah on the day of his bar mitzvah in January 20th, 1935, which was also have been Marty's 13th birthday. Of course, His bar mitzvah might not have been exactly on his birthday, but this Torah has the Hebrew on this side and the English on this side. And, it's just like it's just like another version of the Bible for those of you that are Christian that haven't studied Jewish studies at all. But you have, because when you study the first 5 books of the Bible, you are studying the Torah, or it's also called the Pentateuch. If you study it from the Greek translations, it's still the first 5 books of the Bible. When I was 15 years old, I took the course called Pentateuch at Appalachian Bible College. I kept my notes for a long time. I think they're gone now. But I have my notes and a workbook from the study of the Pentateuch. And, of course, I don't remember the course all that much. I do remember, and, I'm not, have a little bit more knowledge than the average Christian about the Torah, but not much. So I went to read from this Torah, and I'm not sure. I should have thought about this before I opened the box, because I knew this was in here. There's a lot of genealogy in the Torah, in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, which are the first 5 books of the Bible and are the books of the Torah and the Pentateuch. Oh, but there are more books in the first 5 books of the Bible in here. Here's Leviticus, and here's Numbers. Okay, Numbers goes on for a long time. Deuteronomy. I'm saying that correct. And then behind that is the Song of Solomon is in here. Song of Solomon is a very interesting book. It's very romantic, actually. See, this is Song of Solomon, verse 4. Behold, thou art beautiful, my love. Behold, thou art beautiful. Thy dove-like eyes look forth from behind thy veil, and thy hair is like a flock of goats that trail down from Mount Gilead. Thy teeth are like the flock of sheep, all shaped alike, which are come up from the washing, all of which bear twins, and none faileth among them. Thy lips are like the thread of scarlet, and thy mouth is comely. Thy temple is like the pomegranate split open behind thy veil. Thy neck is like the Tower of David, built on terraces. 1,000 shields hang thereon, and the quivers of thy mighty men. Yeah, so this Song of Solomon can be delightful. And there's nothing wrong with love and attraction. And here's Ruth. I mean, this just goes on and on. I did not realize there was more of the Old Testament in the Torah other than the first 5 books. So that's one of the reasons I bought the lot, is that I wanted to learn more about the origins of the Old Testament. And of course the Israelis, the Jewish people, had studies long before Jesus was here. Their studies and their predictions led to or had prophecy of the coming of the Messiah. Of course, they don't believe Jesus was the Messiah. But they're also Messianic Jews. Looks like there was a songbook in the back of this too. Are Jewish people that are previously Jewish in their religion that also converted to Christianity, the Masonic Jews. But there is so much to know and so much to study about the history of the Bible, the history of the Abrahamic religions. I find today that a lot of people don't know about Abraham, the father of Ishmael and Isaac, who is the father of all the Jewish people and all the Muslims, because later in Ishmael's line, Muhammad was born, and so I find it frustrating there's so much hatred in the Abrahamic religions, because we all sprang from Abraham, and there are billions of other people in the world that don't know the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, and they don't realize. I mean, we all worship the same God. He was originally called Yahweh, and then Elohim and El before that, and it all came from the same God of Abraham. We are all, if you're Jewish or Christian or Muslim, we all have the same God, the one true God, and we should be kind and loving to each other, because the rest of the world is outside of the sons and daughters of Abraham. So let's look to see what we have in common, not what our differences are, and not hate each other. And but anyway, I'm gonna really enjoy studying this, Paul. I'm very, very happy with this lot purchase, and I'm so glad I came and hung out at your auction. And when I saw this, I just fell in love with it. Thank you so much.